How y'all doing? My name's Ruben, and I'm with 5 Minute Warning. I appreciate the fact that you've downloaded our episode today. But of course, just to let you know, we are live on Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can join and talk with us and everything. You can check us out on Twitch. You can check us out on YouTube. Just put in 5 Minute Warning and join us live on the show every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you for downloading this episode, and we'll talk to you soon.
The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5 Minute Warning.
I'm kind of like AG, though. What you're not going to do is talk about the cold weather as if, like, you get the right to say what season we're allowed to be in. Like, hey, it's cold weather. It's technically it's big boy season. Like, what type of self-respecting big guy are you where you're like, it's too cold outside? Nigga, this is our season.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of 5 Minute Warning. As always, it's your man, Ruben, in the house on your screens right now. And of course, always, right beside me, I appreciate it, my cousin, AG. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Ah, man, you know, it's good, man. It's been a good day. Chilling, not really doing much. The weather has decided that it's still not winter yet. So it's not cold, which means that next February is gonna suck all the ass possible. And it's gonna be like 20 degrees and shit. And yeah, it's gonna be bad, bro.
Well, sir, that sounds like a you problem, because I'm here for it.
Look, man, you know what I'm never here for? Negative degree weather. I'm never here for that shit.
But we don't get negative degree weather. What are you talking about?
If it's 20 degrees outside, 20 degrees Fahrenheit, it is negative like 12 degrees Celsius. I ain't got time for that.
But we don't live in another country except the United States, sir. So
I understand that, but
why are you being dramatic about
this?
this?
Don't get that cold, bro.
Why are you being dramatic?
I hate the cold.
Well, I hate the summer, so I don't complain when it's summertime. It is what it is. This is my time. This is my time now. This is my time now. Hey! Look at me. I'm the captain now.
All right, man. You know,
what's up, Mo?
Here giving a whole bunch of snot and stuff on the air. Hey, man, what's wrong with you? Man, this shit your fault.
What are you talking about?
Cause, man, when it gets cold, I get sick.
That's another you problem, sir.
Bro, you're right. I need to go where it's sunny.
San Diego's nice.
Nah, so
is it the cold weather's fault that you get sick, or is it your lack of preparation and treating the outside like it's outside that gets you sick?
So I would say because the cold weather is cold, it defeats any plan that I have of staying warm when I'm outside.
Hey, bro, there are layers.
I do layers. Bro. I look. If I was wearing all white, I'd be a damn snowman walking outside, bro. Like, I be wearing layers, and I hate layers. But I be wearing that. Why? Because I'm not trying to get sick, bro. It's bad enough I get sick.
I'm gonna call Cap, man, because you say you hate layers. And I've seen you have a t-shirt on, put on a hoodie, and be like, oh man, this hoodie's warm. And then be complaining later on about how it's so cold outside as I got on 3 or 4 shirts plus a hoodie. Like, you see me in a hoodie and you in a hoodie, and I'm like, yo, this ain't the same thing. Because underneath this hoodie, I got like 3-4 layers on, and you be having on a t-shirt, and then you say, I hate layers. Because what I have learned about you, Ruben, is when you hate something, that is usually an indication that you don't do it. So if you say, I hate layers, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you probably don't like wearing layers, and you probably don't all the time. Now, I'm not saying you don't ever. But what I'm saying is it'd be like 50 degrees outside, t-shirt, hoodie, you like, I'm good. And I'm like, yo, I got on a hoodie too, but I got like 3 shirts under this, but like I'm damn near sweating underneath my hoodie most of the time.
But see, I sweat with a t-shirt and a hoodie on. And you know, some of that's because I'm fat, bro. Like, hey man, this is a lot around here. So when it's all said and done, like, yeah. Like when it snowed early in February, March, whatever, I had to break out the goddamn ski pants from like 3 years ago that's got the super insulation in the pants, because I understand when cold is cold, because I hate cold and I hate snow, and fuck it all. Like,
if you truly understand that, you wouldn't have had to break out those pants that you hadn't worn in 3 years, because I promise you, before it snowed, it had already been cold outside. Like, you needed it to be snow on the ground for your for your temperature to be like, oh shit, it must be cold, because there's been plenty of days where it's 20 degrees outside, it's sunny as hell, and I don't need anybody to tell me, oh man, I need to put on extra warm gear today. Like how would I know it's cold if there's no snow on the ground? That sounds like your logic.
I got warm gear, man. Just because you can't see it, that don't mean I ain't wearing it. I do have extra warm gear, because when I go see the Commanders play, man, it's nothing but a windstorm there in that place, and that shit be cold. And so I got the shit to go underneath the pants. I got the shit to go underneath the shirt. I mean, once again, I don't got damn pin cushion up in that bitch. It's hard to move. But when it's all said and done, I personally hate the cold weather, period. And I've lived through enough bullshit weather around here in Virginia to know that it's been a minute since we had a full-on blizzard. I'm just not trying to be here when that shit come back. Because you know shit likes to rotate and come back. So like, yeah, I ain't trying to be here for that. But knowing my luck, that shit's probably gonna be next year, and I ain't gonna have a choice, and I still gotta go out to work. What's going on, Black Patricia Adams?
Yeah, I wanted to say that. You were still talking. What's up, girl?
I mean, she back in the house.
I'm kind of like AG though. What you're not gonna do is talk about the cold weather as if like you get the right to say what season we're allowed to be in. Like, hey, it's cold weather. It's technically it's big boy season. Like, what type of self-respecting big guy are you where you're like, it's too cold outside, nigga? This is our season. This is when we are our hottest commodity.
First of all, bro, you ain't been big boy in a hot minute.
First of all, with your skinny damn mentality right now about the cold weather, I'm starting to look at you kind of funny right now.
Oh, just because it's big boy season, that don't mean I want to be cold as a motherfucker. I mean, we can use the advantage. So, Moco Cowboy, no. When I was younger, maybe. But once again, in Virginia, we've had a 90-degree December day. I mean, I remember when Christmas was like 85 a couple years ago. So I'm like, once again, Virginia weather is all sorts of fucked up. Am I wrong, gentlemen?
It's not that. It's not like that, though.
No, but here's the thing. You're not wrong, but like your whole mentality about it being warmer for a minute in the winter, that's why your ass gets sick. Because all self-respecting black people know if it's cold outside one day and it get warm the next day, you don't dress like it's warm. You go, nah, motherfucker, you ain't about to sneak me with this cold. I'ma still be in my long sleeve shirt and my pants on. I'm not gonna white people this thing and be out here in some flip-flops and some khaki shorts and a hoodie. Like, nah, bro. It was 65 below zero yesterday. Just because it's 70 and sunny today, you ain't gonna trick me into this winter cold. Fuck all that.
First of all, it's fair assessment. I haven't worn shorts outside my house since like August. We're gonna just put that out there because you're right. Fuck all that shit. I saw dudes with shorts on today, and I was just like, "Come on, bro. Like, what we doing?" I'm like, "Nah, man. Maybe like 20 years ago, when I was a lot younger, and I was a little bit more spry, you know, maybe I might do that shit. Now, fuck all that, bitch. I'm too old. I can't do that. I can't.
I'm too melanated. I ain't never been able to do that. Like we treat seasons like they fucking seasons. Okay, it's my shorts ain't even available past a certain date.
Look at Black Morticia Adams. She be like, South Carolina folks do that, then be sitting up on my face like they don't know how they got sick. I don't be doing all that.
Hey, and you know what? She ain't wrong, because when I was in South Carolina, that shit happened a lot. I'd be like, hey, it was like 45 degrees yesterday just because it's 75 today. Cold, you not about to get me. You not about to trick me. No, the devil is a lie.
The devil's a lie. It's a lie. I mean, look, man. Like even today, man, I'm not even wearing shorts on in my house. I got on, you know, jogging pants or whatever. But I was out today, so went out and, you know, I went and saw Ron today. Shout out to Ron. You know, he was chilling being black. You know, but yeah, man, my thing is, I don't like it when it's like 60 degrees. When it's all said and done, to be real. I would rather, if it's gonna be cold, just fucking be cold. Temperature changes, man. I don't get down with that. Cause my house ain't 60 degrees.
I be doing it to myself, man, because he has these arguments about weather all the time, and I fall in that shit every time. I'm the problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take some accountability here.
We have known each other long enough that you should have picked up on my cues when I say, okay, yes, dear, you're right.
Hey, AG, I'm gonna take accountability on it, man. My bad. This was me. This motherfucker started bitching about it being in the 60s, man. Come on, man.
I hear you, but I'm not gonna speak on it.
As soon as it gets 79 degrees, he's gonna be like, it's too fucking hot outside. It's like, come on, bro. We can't live in this fucking perfect cylinder of weather.
Hey, man. Hey, bro. I mean, look, I can't speak for everybody, but I mean, I used to work outside, man, 100-degree weather. Like, and that was like 10 years ago. So I've had enough of the super heat, and I don't like super cold. So like, yeah, I like my balance, baby. And it's unfortunate that I can't take my balance outside my house.
I'm about to say, it sounded like you like inside. That's what it sounded like. You like inside. I just like balance. Inside.
Just like balance.
I told you where to go, and you won't move. In fact, you bought a whole mortgage in a state you can't stand. An entire mortgage.
I don't hate the whole state. There are reasons why I'm here.
I thought the weather, the people driving, just everything. And everything in between.
Hey, man, you know, well, they say the grass ain't necessarily green on the other side.
It kind of is.
No, not really. I mean, at least I know.
Sometimes people say that to stay comfortable, because sometimes the grass is actually green.
Well, I know what I'm dealing with here, you know, and one day when I leave here, I'll learn what I'm dealing with somewhere else. But like right now, I know exactly what I'm dealing with, and I may use this forum to bitch about it, but I know what's gonna happen. Tomorrow's gonna be like 58 degrees, and I'm gonna have a couple layers on with a hoodie. With a very warm hoodie.
You're getting the side eye right now, sir.
Work. What?
Getting the side eye right now. Hard.
I mean,
a couple by like a t-shirt, a hoodie, that is 2 layers. You're right, sir. You're right, sir.
No.
You're right. You win.
No, that's not what I said. I said a couple layers in my hoodie. So like, look, I hear you.
Moco Cowboy, I suggested that he go to San Diego.
See, here's the problem with San Diego, man.
Ruben, San Diego is 70 degrees like all spring, winter, and fall, and then it's like in the 90s, but it's a dry humidity. It's perfect for you.
But he'll have a different issue than AG.
Like
His
what?
issue would be, what's he gonna bitch about now? If the weather's right, what's he gonna bitch about?
I mean, nothing. It's perfect. It's paradise if you can afford it.
But AG, that's a problem.
How is that a problem?
Because Ruben needs to have something to bitch about.
That, sir, is a big problem. I did not see that. Yes, you are right.
But doesn't everybody?
I did make a suggestion. I don't like to come into situations and critique without a solution. So that's all it was, Ruben. You do you, baby.
You know what? Between y'all and the goddamn peanut gallery out here.
Wait a minute. Why are you calling them the peanut gallery? They didn't do nothing to you.
This burrito is too good.
That's a Ruben statement right there. 'Cause he was like,
I mean, it's all right, man. You know what? It's cool. I take it like a G. Right
Do
on
you
the
really? I don't think you really do.
I really do. I
Okay.
really do. It's okay, though.
It's okay.
Hey, Bill's character.
Understood.
You know? What's going on with you, Moby? How was your day?
hey, man, I'm okay. The weather was perfect. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want weather to be out here, you know, thinking we all hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the weather was good today, baby. Like, way to do your thing today, weather. Way to do your thing today, weather.
I appreciate it today. It was nice and mild. A little sunshine.
Damn troll.
Yeah.
Craziness. Both of you. Both of you are crazy.
Huh?
So,
How can we be
What?
crazy if you're the source, sir?
All I
Hey.
did was say that the weather was great today, and now that makes me crazy.
I'm just saying. You trolling.
It certainly makes you witty. Because that was funny.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness. I got something to say though.
What you got?
I have, again, addicted to our own show, and that has so much hubris in it, and I don't mean it, I'm sorry. But I've been listening to it incessantly. And it's just like, I gotta shout out to all the black women that hated me in grade school. And when I was in my 20s and 30s, I sound like a white man. I get it. I wouldn't want to date me either. I absolutely sound like a white dude. I sound like I do. And so I wanted to apologize to all the black women that freaking hated that about me, because you are exactly right, and I can understand why that would be a turnoff. Because if I'm them, I don't want to hear me. So I'm like, I totally get it.
Hey man, I don't know, man, because if you sound like a white man, what so does that mean we all got to sound like a particular person? Because
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man, I know for a long time, especially when I be out here in these streets at work or something, I have been accused multiple times of sounding proper. And the proper thing is weird to me, because I'm just like, oh, all right, so I used a couple grammatically correct sentences in this conversation.
You use English.
So now you are baffled, because you're just like, whoa, I didn't see this coming. And I have been accused by a lot of people, be like, oh, your wife is white, isn't she? And I'm just like, whoa. So as soon as you heard like full on sentences, like with the correct punctuation at the end of them, like you was just like, oh shit, this nigga just cannot possibly be interested in a melanated woman. And I'm
You got
just
a
like,
snow bunny.
yeah, and I'm just like, nah, that's not the case. And then I've actually had people be like, I need visual proof that you are not married to a white woman. To which I always deny them, because I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Just live in your world of me dating a white woman. And then it was funny, like in South Carolina, that happened a couple times. And then they saw like my kids, and then that really baffled them, because they were just like, okay.
Yeah, black kids.
Yeah, there ain't no way she could be. Like, there ain't no way she could be white, because he he ain't even got them type of dominant pigmentation genes.
But I mean, look, man, I gotta push back on it a little bit though. By the way, Black Morticia Addams, I mentioned that last week and laughed at you. Because I was talking to my wife and just said, girl, you still Korean? You make me some of that concert while you out there fooling around. I'm just saying. But anyway, but I want to push back on you a little bit, man. Because see, like I said, I'm seeing it. See, from their point of view, this is where I'm coming from. Because it's like, if I'm putting myself in their shoes, they're used to a certain type of lexicon and I get it. So when they hear me talk, bruh, I get it, man. I get how that's a turnoff. That's gotta be a turnoff, man. I mean, you don't have to be mean about it. You can just not call me or say, no, I don't want to go out with you anymore. But at the same time, I totally get it, man. It's a shock to the system.
What, speaking proper English?
No, Ruben, it's not that. It's all the things. Because what they don't know about me in that moment is I can code switch too. But at the same time, it's like, when you hear it, it's a turnoff. And then I pile on with all the other stuff. Women don't have it. Black women ain't got a chance. They don't.
A chance with what, you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not talking about they don't have a chance with me.
What he's saying is, unfortunately, it does feel like black women tend to have like this box. And you got to be somewhere in this box. And when you're not, they don't necessarily know how to process you.
Scotty!
And here's the thing, like that box does go both ways. And hear me out, because Ruben, you actually were with me when somebody had this conversation with me, because I was just like, no, actually, I've actually never dated a white woman, never dated nothing with a white woman. And they go, oh, a black woman heard that and was like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, hey, pause, time out. I wasn't giving you a compliment. I wasn't insulting you either, but I wasn't giving you a compliment. I'm not saying I have a problem with white women. I'm not saying I haven't seen some white women that I think are attractive. I'm saying that white women aren't attracted to me. And she was like, what are you talking about? I said, the same way a lot of black women put a box that they want you to belong in, white women typically have a box as well. Like, either they want the real black experience, which is they want the most stereotypical black thug nigga that they can find.
Negro.
Not me. Don't fit. Or they want the completely converted black person that does not give any feel of like he even realizes he's black. Also, not me. So I'm just left on this island where it's just like, I don't know what to make of you, so I'll just let the melanated people have you. And I've been cool with that. I was cool with that my whole life. But yeah, so some more girls like, man, I feel like all these black guys want a white woman. I'm just like, I've really never had
your ass.
I've never really had a preference, but I will say, as soon as I tell or say to the black woman, I've never dated a white woman, I see the high fives from a lot of black women. I'd be like, hey, baby, it really ain't. I'm not saying I excluded. I didn't make that choice. They made it for me. Like, it wasn't me making the choice. Yeah. Or as we explained to my cousin at that one Thanksgiving, I was just like, hey, you typically want who wants you. Like, that's generally how guys develop their general attraction towards women. It's, hey, the first women to start really showing you interest, you start to be like, hey, I'm interested in that because, hey, that's worked for me. That's worked for me. So, hey, that's my type. Like, look, from the early age, I knew I had a demographic. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Ruby, you remember you working with me, man? Hey, man, back in the day, if there was a middle-aged black woman from like 40 to like 58, you know what I'm saying? They came to the store, they loved them some meat. I don't know what it is about me, but the older black women when I was younger, they wanted me them some meat, and I was trying to get their money. So, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I was in sales, so I wanted to get. Time out. He said I was trying to get their money.
What the word did you just say?
I worked in retail, baby. Like, I'm trying to get money. Your money spent.
Oh my God. He said I was trying to get their money.
Good job. Hey, at least he real with his shit. You know what I'm
Woo. Oh my goodness. I was trying to get their money. That's 2 intros that I've gotten. I gotta make hard choices, man. Hard choices.
Yeah. You do what you gotta do.
Oh man.
You gotta shake a little leg.
Take it back.
I gotta holler at somebody. I was simply clarifying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was trying to get their money.
I
did a good job of it.
Hey, women say that about dudes every day.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's wild. Like, same here, man. It's like, hey, you speak proper English. I can't mess with you. And I'm just like, what? Why? Because I'm intelligent. My bad.
No, man, but you gotta understand. It's like the human experience. As flawed as it is, for better or worse. There's something to be said for comfort and how valuable it is to us. And you can't sound like any one of us. To some black women, we sound strange, and we sound like we trying to sell out and all the things in between. And it's just like, for me in particular, you can't jump into a conversation with a black woman leading with NASCAR. You just can't. There's certain rules you can't do.
You're right.
That's a hard switch, bro.
That is
a hard switch.
It's not a hard switch when somebody asks you, hey, what do you, basically, what are you into, what do you do? And that's kind of what was on my mind at the time. Racing was a big part of my life. And so it's just like, so when you find a black woman that does not respond harshly, it's like a magnet.
Hey, keep them, man.
And that's what I did.
Keep that.
It wasn't the best thing for me, but it felt good in the time. So it's just like, but you can't do that. You can't say certain things to black women that you can say, to white women. When I say that, I don't mean that you'll succeed. I'm not saying that she's going to be a racing fan, but I'm saying sometimes, more than not, she's not going to look at you like you're disgusting. Maybe she said, yeah, I'm not really into that, but that's cool.
Nah, that's a checkbox.
Yeah, because I will say, man, like, and look, this is actually a great thing, but I would say in the last 20 years, like, the parameters of acceptable blackness have expanded.
Yes, I agree.
NASCAR is not one of the things, but look, 20 years ago, brothers couldn't talk about, like, being into anime, but now I see, you go to look at the Comic-Cons, it's black chicks all through the anime scene.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so a whole bunch of the interests have expanded. Like, there are a whole bunch of black girls who do video games and stuff. Like these young niggas, these YNs don't know, like, how limited you were back in the day for your black experience when you were trying to stick with some of the black chicks, man. Like, there were certain topics you just couldn't bring up.
Nah.
Yeah.
You couldn't bring up certain video games. You couldn't bring up anime. Look, these are things that, man, you was basically just saying, I don't want to have sex with you if you brought this topic up. And now, like, they got freedom now. So, part of me is just like, man, congratulations, man. The black experience has expanded, man.
The suburbs are different too. Because when I was in the suburbs, everybody was white.
I'm in Charlottesville, and I'm driving through Charlottesville, and I look over, and there's a skate park. And I look at the skate park, and I'm like, man, that's a really nice skate park. And I look, not a single fucking white kid over there. It was all black kids at the skate park, and I'm just like, where the fuck am I?
I totally get it. And honestly, Charlottesville is like the whitest, most underground, racist place on the planet.
But it took me about 10 seconds to process that I didn't see any white kids over there. I was over there at first. I was like, oh man, it's a nice skate park. Hold on. There's no Zach over there. There's not a Zach over there.
I think the funny thing about me in particular is my tastes have changed over the years. You know, if I didn't know my wife, I probably would not be with my wife. However, she's so fine, I would probably let it go. But my tastes have changed. Like, I feel like getting out of the suburbs, living a life, and getting the chance to see a whole lot of different people, you know, that helps too. But I still say, man, I'm still at a disadvantage. I think the biggest thing is there are more black women out there that have a much wider breadth so I can succeed with a greater number. Because a lot of times, you know, when I look in, you know, all I see is mayonnaise. And oddly enough, my wife taught me that. But it's like my tastes have changed. But it doesn't mean I'm going to succeed any more than I would have before. Because again, that tone, the use of certain words, certain interests, you're still not going to, I will say that I've probably gone from 10% to maybe 35, you know, rate of success, but just saying.
I mean, so, yeah, I'll say this. I might have even said this before in the show. Like, growing up in Petersburg, you know, Petersburg, VA, yeah. I mean, high school was probably, when I was there, it was a solid 97, 98% black. Solid. Like, maybe there were 100 white kids in school, like from 9th to 12th grade. Like, maybe. So, you know, the numbers were whatever. And so I did 4-H. And so, especially my junior year, I was out of school a lot. You know, 4-H is it was one of the excused absence that didn't count against me, yada, yada, yada. And so the interesting part about it is, which I never really talk about, I became used to being one of the 1 or 2 black people in rooms, you know, with white people in 4-H. And that's in Virginia, outside of Virginia, and whatever. And yo, man, it's crazy because I went to Chicago for like a national event. And so, you know, as a delegation from Virginia, it was me, maybe 2 other black people out of like 20. So it's 3 black people out of 20 people from Virginia. We're in Chicago. So of course, you know, we get there and it's even it's less diverse. We get there, except that, you know, the first people I'm drawn to are the people from Puerto Rico. Because technically, they're not white. So, like, I found myself drawn to them and became good, you know, there for a week. So we were all cool and stuff like that. But still, man, you were still in rooms where you're one of the few minorities in the room. Even in a group like 4-H, which was, at the time, I wasn't necessarily to the point where I was aware of it. Maybe I just didn't give a shit because, yo, I'm here where a whole bunch of other kids didn't have that opportunity. So that's kind of how I dealt with that. And so I would go back to Petersburg and my whole world is completely different, you know? So it's funny, I would pick up accents from all over the place, whether it's Tennessee or Atlanta or, you know, Chicago. I picked up a bunch of accents. So, yeah, man, I came back to Petersburg and, you know, some of the 98% of black people were like, you talk funny. And it's just like, well, I just picked up accents and I enveloped it into my vernacular, I guess. And I use stupid ass words like vernacular in the 11th grade. So they already think whatever. You know?
Look at this smart nigga.
I know, exactly, right?
I thought they would say sedity.
See, that's interesting. I never, that word was never really used.
I ain't never heard nobody say sedity.
Until we had it on the episode.
I thought that was a Southern thing. out here being all sedity.
That's more of a country word. But even in the country, my family in the country didn't say that. I remember when I think we were at a family event, AG, and then Karen said it. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, maybe she learned it at Hampton. Never know.
I mean, very possible, you know? And so, yeah, man, it's, you know, a lot of it, I guess I say all that to say, you know, your life experience really makes up who you are. And so, like, you know, I find that, like, for me, I didn't pick up many people in the high school realm. They kind of came to me, and it was more non-black than black. Simply, I guess, because, you know, I was a smart nigga. So, like, they didn't want to do that. Oh, nah, man, you nerd. Or whatever. You know, back then, words like that were stronger than I think they are today. You know, so. But now it's like, you know, if you the right nerd, you taking over the world and everybody trying to get with you, which is funny.
No, not when you're younger.
Not when you're younger. But
I said that's still an eventual thing. That's why I be, you know, I be coaching a lot of kids, and you know, a lot of kids are really smart kids, and I can see them like trying to, you know, fall into that I want to do what's cool thing, and I'd be like, hey man, if you could just hold off a little bit longer.
Hey, bro.
You just hold off on this. Just stay committed to this being smart thing a little bit longer. I promise you, some of these chicks that ain't giving you no play, when you out here making all this bread, they gonna be with it. Trust me. Just hold out, man. Like, don't be this 13-year-old nigga that's peaking right there. Like, this is not when you want to peak. When it comes to getting laid, is 14, 15 is not the time to peak.
Yo, Black Morticia Adams is hilarious, bro. My mom's side of the family was definitely Ruckus daddy towards me. Did I catch you wanting to be shit? That's right, I did the voice. That shit was awesome. Which is great.
Man, we've talked about it, but like, we've kind of had different experiences growing up, but a lot of common links. Because I was in extreme school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was either, like, when I was in Georgia, I was at a school where I was one of the only black people in the school. And then after school, I go to the other side of Savannah where all my family was, where all the black people were. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the other side of Savannah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to them, and they just like, bro, why you sound like that? I'm like, what you talking about? And then I go to school, they like, why you sound like that? I'm like, all right, I ain't picked up on how to sound like either one of y'all yet. So I'm just hybrid. Where, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking proper, and I'm using slang, and I'm blending it together for some reason, and everybody thinks I sound weird. So I've always juggled to the point where, you know, AG used the term code switch. Like, I think when I was younger, I probably did do a lot of code switching involuntarily. And then it got to the point where I just started blending everything together to the point where now I don't feel like I ever code switch. I'm pretty much how I am all the time now. Like, all the time. Which, is it always appropriate? I mean, I'm just saying, like, at work, I do probably say things at work that probably shouldn't say in the manner I say sometimes, but I am able to pull it off with enough professionalism where I get more of a laugh than that's inappropriate.
And a smile.
Oh man, that guy is just so reckless. And I'm just like, I meant that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I actually meant what I said, the way I said it, but cool. You know what I'm saying?
If that's what you know. Yeah, man. Like, I didn't talk slang until college. And the only reason I talked slang in college, because I felt it was almost like, at that point in time, it was almost like a survival tool. Because I literally did not use slang words in high school. I crossed my T's and I dotted my I's. Yo, I was using the King's English like I wrote that motherfucker. Like, that's just what it was.
But see, that's weird to me. And only I don't think it's weird to me because we grew up in a different time too. Because even the things that you like that were rebellious still had a high level of intellect in it. Because look, I know you were a Public Enemy fan, so you can listen to Chuck D rap and like he's still dropping big words on it. So you can,
Yeah.
with me, you know, I got a pretty decent vocabulary because I'm forced to read and do shit. But I'm out here listening to UGK, 8-Ball, MJG, and you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to a lot of stuff where I'm still picking up on a lot of fucking slang.
Yeah. Well, like I'm telling you, man, I was the biggest NWA fan that I knew. And like, bruh, back then I could recite Straight Outta Compton from beginning to end.
Yeah, but it sounds like you was like, hey, I'm only supposed to say this when I'm reciting these here lyrics.
Yeah, pretty much.
And me, I didn't learn how to blend. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, hey, you know, I'm gonna quote some of this Southern lingo all the time, and you know, just accept the fact that some of my white counterparts won't know what I'm talking about.
Man, like I would say, probably the coolest thing that my parents did as parents through that time was they were just like, look,
As long as I don't hear it.
exactly, you can
As
listen
long as I don't
whenever you
hear it.
want. You close your door as long as I don't hear it. Like they gave me musical freedom to listen to any and everything. I mean, I even listened to some Steel Pulse or is it Steel Reserve or something. I don't know, some reggae shit that I don't even know how I came upon. Like, but I was fucking with that for a little bit. So like, I really like back then. I was a big West Coast rap guy, kind of still am. I thought East Coast rap was lame, except for like your Public Enemy. And I like Public Enemy because they had messages. Like everybody listened to Fight the Power. I listened to She Watched Channel Zero, which is a dope track with a dope meaning.
That's a seaside track. That ain't
It's
even
a seaside on something got two sides on it.
Exactly. You ask the people who knew what Fight the Power was, hey man, you hear She Watched Channel Zero? Man, what you talking about? See, and that for me, like, honestly, I think Fight the Power is okay. Nowhere close to any of the best shit that ever came out. That was one of their best commercial hits. But like, yo, I mean, I fucked with the B and C sides with Public Enemy. You know? So I love that. Like NWA, I mean, you know, I love Straight Outta Compton, but something to dance to, not so much. I get what they were doing, but I think they went off the cliff a little bit with that one.
They were just trying to be even more extreme, man.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey
But you
man,
went the wrong way on that shit.
we were already here. We gotta top it.
Yeah, like, but no, something to dance to is like, who is this shit for? But then as you learn about Dr. Dre, that was more of his world-class Wrecking Crew shit, where he was a dance DJ and stuff. And they had motherfuckers like the Arabian Prince up there. Who was Arabian Prince? Exactly. Like, so, I mean, I fucked with all that. Like, I fucked with, what's the name of that easy? Fat Girl. I mean, he pulled out a harpoon, dog.
One of the greatest,
Oh, it's awesome.
greatest, like, comedy rap songs of all time. I got a fat girl on my jock. Got a fat girl on my jock. just chef's kiss. Just beautiful.
Pulled out the harpoon gun. Like, nigga, what? A harpoon gun? What do you get you in Compton? Where the fuck you get a harpoon gun from?
So committed to the bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the ultimate. I'm just committed to this bit on this song right now. I'm just gonna follow through all the way.
And once again, you know, yes, he was talking. I feel like I need to say this. Yes, he was talking about a fat girl. Well, he's really just talking about some chick he won't trying to be with. You know, and she might have just been fat.
Thank the scene. If you haven't heard the song, people, thank the scene in Friday where the chick came over to see Smokey. That's pretty much what he was describing.
Except the harpoon gun, that shit. that won't end it. But I mean, yeah, man. So like, all that stuff's cool. Well, actually, gets to what we want to talk about a little bit today. And I know, Moby, you hate it, but I thought the shift in the question.
Well, I gotta hate it.
Well, you said you didn't like talking about it because I know you hate talking about AI and shit. So but I will say this, AI is big now. The problem is AI equals not thinking for some people. And then for more people means that I don't think I need other people to talk to. I don't understand that shit, but whatever. But the question basically is, so AI is super popular and super susceptible to certain people right now. If this was in the 1990s, would AI have even remotely survived? AG, what do you think?
No. I mean, if you're, well, I don't want to say no, but here's the thing with me. I still say Skynet.
Yep.
I have just aged myself because most people, that are really young haven't seen Terminator, any of them, especially the first 2 or 3.
Yep.
So when I say Skynet, y'all might not know, but really Skynet was what we're calling AI right now, except for it was much more powerful in every way.
Or war games. Can we play a game?
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's even older. Actually, that's not even older. That's it's a little bit younger than Terminator. Actually, I think War Games might be 1 year older. But my point with that is, if you think about Skynet, if you think about the computer and War Games, if you think about any of those, number one, in the 90s, we didn't have the computer processing power to make it work. There was only there was computer processing power out there to do it, but at the same time, it's like the only people that could afford it were people that were super wealthy or entities that were super wealthy that wanted to do it. It was very intentional. It wasn't the type of thing like throwing $1 billion or something back then was like a lot of money. Now it's not that big a deal. So now you have all of that power in the hands of a few. Now you have something that the 1% of the 1% control, and they could make it do anything that they want it to do. And usually what happens is the people below them are the ones that pay for it. So now you go, to where we are now with it, and we kind of use it casually. It's everywhere. I don't know a place where AI does not exist anymore. So it's just like, at this level, we're controlling it, to some degree. But if you want to take that back to the 90s, there's only a handful of people that can afford to develop it. There's only a handful of people that can afford to, have it and control it and to feed it. And that spells trouble for me. So that's why I didn't want to say, no, it wouldn't have worked out. It just wouldn't have worked out for the vast majority, which is even more dangerous in other ways than it is now. Now you have people that rely on it to the point to where they can't make like common sense decisions. If you put it back in the 90s, now you're creating a tool that can make everybody a slave. And you can't do anything about it. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't exist now, but what I'm saying is the people that are on the lowest rung have some sort of power to protect themselves. In the 90s, no one did. It was pretty black and white though, because either you had access or you didn't. And most of us didn't have access. So you have a group of people that can control people that don't have access. It would make it a slave state in that way to me. To where nowadays you can't really do that. Because at least now we can just like, if we really wanted to be intentional, we could just stop all the services that we pay for. You can keep your service. I don't need it. I know I'll be behind, whatever. And then it shrivels up and dies. But back then, once they get your claws into you, they can manipulate your life any way they want to. They can mess with your credit. They can mess with your banking. They can mess with your job. They can mess with everything. And you have no recourse. So that would be the biggest difference to me. Power in the hands of a few, that's real. If you're putting it back in the 90s, because no one can afford it. The computer, our phones are, I remember when I was a kid, I had a Commodore 64. I thought that was the most powerful thing I'd ever seen in my life, and it sat right on my desk, especially if you learn how to program, which I should have. So it's like our phones, the thing that we take for granted, we use it every day, we're totally hypnotized by it in every way, is 1,000 times more powerful than that ever was. The amount of tasks my phone can do at one time, that Commodore 64 would melt. So again, it's just like the power in the hands of a few. That's always a dangerous situation. Always. So that's my take on your question, if that was answering it.
AOL disc, baby. AOL.
I remember those.
You gotta keep making emails.
I never had to deal with it because my first experience with internet was cable, so it's kind of spoiled that way.
Yeah. Moby, as Mogul Cowboy noticed that you were casually pulling out a lollipop. What's your thoughts, sir?
AI couldn't exist in the 90s because AI basically got created by everybody because the internet allowed them to make everybody an unwitting test subject for AI. However, if somebody had the power that AI has right now and you just dropped it into the 90s, I'm going to disagree with AG. Absolutely, it would survive. And it would survive in all the worst ways you're thinking about. Because just like AG said, it really would be slavery. Because you know what corporations would love to do? Find a way to make more money without having to pay more employees. And that's pretty much what AI is doing right now. Imagine if they could did it before the internet boom, before all of these other booms. Like, yeah, it would have turned into Skynet a little bit quicker than it already is, which, you know, about 3 or 4 years away from Skynet right now. But if this dropped in the 90s, I mean, we'd have never made the 2000s. Like that Prince song, Party Like It's 1999, would have been an actual relevant song because it'd have been like, hey, this shit is over with. Like, it's over with.
This shit is over with.
But yeah, so I mean, because look, AI is making life, quote unquote, more convenient for people. That is the way AI is sold to us. But what really AI is doing is making the 1% wealthier by not having to pay the 99% for anything. Because if we can pay for a program to do all this, we can make more money and we don't have to pay anybody. That's literally. And then pretty soon AI is going to take over all of us, and then we're going to work for AI, and then Terminator, then Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? We saw Terminator. It's going to happen. Like, hopefully, like, maybe not to the extreme like that, but no. Look, I forgot what the article was, but as soon as AI started teaching itself, which is what AI actually can do now, like, shit's over with, right? Like when the slave no longer needs the master to do anything, eventually the master becomes the slave. That's just it's the only thing that can happen.
I mean, not wrong. Not wrong.
Because you know, there's never been in the history of the human race a whole bunch of masters and no slaves. Somebody's got to be beneath somebody. I hate to say it that way, but that's always been the case.
In more ways than one. You are correct. Yeah, I mean, so I would challenge the fact that AI existed already back then. And the way I would say that is maybe not in the form that we know it to be, but like, for instance, let's take music for a thing. Like, yes, it wasn't as quick, but people knew what was popular. And so, of course, with terrestrial radio, you heard the same fucking song every hour and a half, sometimes every damn hour, because it was quote unquote popular at the time. And, you know, that's what terrestrial radio did. So you have that. Same thing. You go to TV, MTV, same situation. You know, they played like TRL. TRL was big back then. So like, especially in the late 90s. So they used all the statistical facts to determine what was popular and what was not. I would say, I don't remember what year it was, which now makes me want to look it up. And most people never really saw it. But that was 2001. The movie Josie and the Pussycats. Like, yo, that whole movie was literally about how much people were controlled by media. All of it. What was hot, what was not. What they had to do to make you like something, as dumb as it was, what they need to do to make you stop liking it. Like, that whole movie was about AI in a very small sense. But yeah, I mean, so I would say on a very small level, AI existed in the 90s, just not the way you see it now. Like AG said, it necessarily wasn't accessible to everyone, but it was accessible to the 1%, which they did turn around and use that to their advantage. But they were even small-minded in how they used it. You know, they used it for money and for monetary gain. They didn't really use it for, I mean, in their own way, I guess. They took over, you know, some parts of the world or some parts of people. But yeah, like, because I was thinking when I rephrased the question, like, I thought about that and I was like, yo, first of all, Josie and the Pussycats was not really a good movie, but it had a really good message. And the problem is the message got lost to how bad the movie was. But yeah, man, and that was in 2001. That movie came out in 2001, so let's just say they wrote that shit probably in like 98, 99. And it just took a couple years to get it done. So yeah, I would just say that we had some semblance of AI back in the day, but now it's fully functional. Like literally, at this point in time, if there's something you don't know, you can just type that shit into Gemini or ChatGPT or whatever, and there's your answer. But the problem that I see that's going to happen more often, a couple weeks ago, we talked about the kid who took his own life, and they were talking to ChatGPT for 4.5 hours. I'm weary of this generation and their lack of social skills and relying on inanimate stuff, such as the movie Her, when the dude fell in love with his damn iPhone. And then, I mean, dumb as shit, but literally like a telltale sign about what's gonna happen. Did you start killing people that she didn't like or whatever? Or the I don't even know why I said she. The phone. Like, all I'm saying is we just need to be careful, a little bit more vigilant. Not one in how we use it, and more importantly, like, you know, there probably aren't any parents listening to this, but yo, make sure your kids got some damn social skills. Because when you start talking to inanimate objects and they start answering you, I'm a little motherfucking worried. You know? I mean, we've already had movies like Final Destination and shit like that. I mean, how many of those they fucking did? Like 8, 10? I mean, then they did a Bloodline movie? Like, what the fuck? Like, so, man, I'm just saying, like, we got to be careful.
Is it just the social skills, man? Like, the social skills, we've already been losing social skills just with the invention and proliferation of text messaging. I'm not as weary of the lack of social skills as I am with the lack of ability to think. like you said, if a kid wants to know the answer to something, they just ask Gemini or something.
Yeah.
It's actually an important process to like know how to research something, to know where to go find information, to know how to think. I'm talking about just to think creatively, how to solve a problem creatively. Like, we are losing that ability to, because I feel like thinking is a muscle, and if you don't work it, it doesn't get any better. So we've got another generation. Every generation that goes by with more AI, that generation becomes, and I'll say it, less and less creative. Like, one of the things that I noticed with music, and like, look, I'm of a generation where damn near everything on the radio was sampled. So please, I'm not going to come out here and be that old dude that's like, y'all don't know how to make music anymore. But what I'm saying now is, like, for everything that was sampled, there was always a level of creativity in adding to it. Now when I listen to the radio, I'll hear samples and I'm just like, man, it just seems like y'all just don't have ideas anymore. Or like when you look at movies, like almost every movie is like a remake, or they're making a prologue, or, you know what I'm saying, that it's basically a prequel. It's another sequel. Like, we've really got to the point where, like, we don't have new ideas because they don't learn how to get new ideas. They just learn how to get information that's already here. So, like, I'm not even just concerned about social skills. I'm concerned about the ability to creatively think and, like, actually solve a problem, not just have somebody give you the answer.
Yeah. What was the name of that movie in which the dude went back in time or something, or forward in time, or he was frozen or whatever? And
Boy, you described like so many different things that could be happening in the movie, and then you're like, "Hey, tell me what movie that was at one time that existed."
I mean, I'm still I'm trying to pull it out, man. But the president was crap. What's his name? The dude, the father.
Your description is actually proactively getting worse. Like, it had that movie, it had that dude.
No, if you don't stop interrupting me, maybe I can finish. Not Encino Man. No, he was the father on Everyone Hates Chris.
Terry Crews?
Yes, Terry Crews. He was the president. And the dude from Old School, The Godfather, I can't remember his name now.
Idiocracy?
Idiocracy, yes.
Okay.
And because, I mean, what they put on the ground? Gatorade. And the dude was like, well, just put water on it.
It's what plants
want. Yeah. Yo, once again, there's another movie out here that's talking about, hey, if we don't get our shit together, we're going to look just like that. And that movie was hilarious, but it was also kind of sad because, you know, the movies have been telling us, hey, we should probably not do this, that, and that, but yet now we're doing this, that, and the other. And yeah, so I don't know, like, yeah, this AI thing, it's good for information, but you're right. It's not good for information in that realm. I like how I can pull information together and give you an answer. Whereas, like, if you used to remember back in the day, you used to type some shit in and you got like 4 different answers. At least this gives you somewhat the best answer until it's wrong. I mean,
fuck that. These kids need to learn what an encyclopedia is, man. You want an answer, I need you to have to go to a library. You know what I'm saying? I need you to have to do some hardcore work to find your motherfucking answer.
Bitch, we still got the encyclopedias that my parents bought us at the crib. Back in the day, they bought encyclopedias. And when we need to do the research, you better look at the encyclopedia. We bought them shits. And they still there, too.
You want to talk about building character earlier? That built character back in the day.
Yeah. If we weren't in there, motherfucker, the shit didn't happen. But yeah, man. I mean, we just gotta be careful with the AI, man. But unfortunately, we can only do so much. Only control yourselves and try not to get caught up in all of that. That would be my last words on that. AG, man, what's on your mind?
Not a whole lot, man. I'm just glad it's the winter holidays. Got a chance to, because see, my wife loves this particular restaurant. We go every Thanksgiving. And when we started doing it, we could just roll up on Thanksgiving Day and get it done. It was all good. But then it started getting to the point where we have to have reservations. So I would call like November 1st or whatever. So, I get on Open Table, the reservation app, about the first week in November, and everything was sold out. I was like, not sold out, but all the reservations were taken. And I was like, what? Told my wife she was sad. And I hate to see her sad. I promise you I do. And I felt like if I had have gotten on it like in October, knowing that we going, it wouldn't have been a problem, whatever. So I was like, boo, it's going to be okay. We're going to just wait and see if something opens up. And if nothing opens up, we'll figure it out. But we definitely getting out of Dodge. We're going to do our thing or whatever it is. So I'm sitting at my toolbox. My toolbox got a little, drawers. I hide my phone because, can't get called the phone. So I'm hiding my phone and I'm just like, let me check and see. Because I didn't think it was going to happen or whatever, because at the time it was like the 22nd, like Friday. And Friday. And I was like, man, it's getting close, bro. So just check and see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I got on my phone, and sure enough, a table opened up, and I was like, yo, that's what's up. So I told my wife Saturday morning, and she went to tears. And I was like, two things. Number one, happy wife, happy life. Number two, if it's something that you do all the time and your wife loves to do it, be prepared. Just be prepared. Because I could have gotten on that knowing that the popularity of this spot has risen over the last 10 years. So you got a call. But I was lazy. I took it for granted all the things that are terrible in a marriage. So all I'm saying is the moral of the story is I got lucky this time. Next time I might not. Be prepared. Now, if I'd have called in October and they booked up, then that's one thing. But be prepared. If you got a job to do, your wife asks you to do it, just to get it done. Just shut your hole and get it done. Because if you fail, she might not be mad at you outwardly, but it affects your relationship. So
it will get brought up at some point in time.
Even if it doesn't, it'll still alter your relationship in a way in which was unnecessary and is for the worse. So it's like, do your job. Do your job. Now, if you do your job and you fail, that's one thing. That's not what we're talking about here. But if you're slacking off and you don't do your job and you fail, yeah, you don't want that. So, moral of the story is, again, do your job. That's what's on my mind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mo B, what's on your mind?
Well, the weather was perfect today. I want to shout out weather one more time. Just want to shout it out one more time. That weather was hitting today. But no, man, it's a great time of year. It's the Sunday before Thanksgiving, which is when my family always does their Thanksgiving. So that was how my day went today. And there was something missing today. And it hit me harder than I thought it was going to be, than I thought it would. But at my grandma's house, getting ready to eat, and there was a really big thing missing. There was no kids' table. Now I know I have gone up here and talked cash shit about the kids' table. Like I know. And I know I talked about this kids' table to the point where, like, you would think I would be happy that there was no kids' table. But that kids' table missing reminded me, and it reminded me of all the other things that were missing. So that kids table wasn't there, which means, really there's a whole generation that just wasn't there. And my generation really wasn't there. It was just me, maybe 2 or 3 of my cousins, a couple of the little ones. But, now there's no dedicated actual space where the kids have to congregate while the grown folks sit at the good table and talk a whole bunch of shit about nothing. And it just reminded me, I thanked my grandma today, which is something that I realized I never really do around Thanksgiving, but I just thanked her for the day, that this is kind of a tradition that we have. But I was just like, man, no kids table. The kids table doesn't exist because my Uncle Junior's not there. My Uncle Benji's not there. My Uncle Thomas isn't there. My Aunt Frances isn't there. And I realized that kids table that I hated was actually like the best part of my growing up, because that kids table represented that all of these other really important people in me growing up were just right in the other room, having the motherfucking time of their lives while I sat on this fold-out table that barely had any rolls left because they kept all the hot rolls on the big ass table. You know what I'm saying? I kept thinking when I was little, one day, right where Uncle Junior's sitting, I'm gonna be right there because he's right by the rolls, the macaroni's right there. Like I'm saying, he got the best view of all the food. The desserts are literally behind him. And then I was just like, man, I was always looking at that room, looking at all the shit that didn't matter, man. The people are what made that room awesome. And yeah, man, so this Thanksgiving, man, what's on my mind is like, look, man, just don't take for granted the moments you have with your family and your loved ones. Trust me, I know I joke about that kids table all the time, but yeah, man, that kids table only meant a lot to me because all those people that ain't there meant so much to me. And no, there was no banana pudding made for me this year. So my Keisha was actually slipping this. But you know what? She was looking out for me probably because, health concerns and stuff. She's probably like, hey, I can't let you do this to yourself. But, she don't fucking know me. She could have scooped something under. I could have had a little bowl or something. But she did make a sweet potato pound cake, and that shit is hit. So I forgive her this time. But yeah, it was no banana pudding.
This time. Don't you be coming non-correct next time, man. Or we gonna have some goddamn words up in this motherfucker.
But yeah, man. Yeah, so what's on my mind is like, look, man, the Thanksgiving holiday, like, I'm a Christmas person. I love Christmas. I love the Christmas holiday season. But man, if I really think about like the best moments in my life growing up, it was always this time, Thanksgiving, because this was the time when everybody came to my grandma's house and I heard like the most nonsensical fucking conversations about just like it's just weird. Like the older I get, the more I miss hearing my Uncle Benji talk about what's wrong with black folk and hear my Uncle Junior telling some random person that's at my grandma's house, because there's always motherfuckers that show up that I still don't know. Everybody else in the house seem to know who they are. And I'm just like, how come there can't be any more people left in Petersburg coming to my grandma's house that like are new people? But every year, somebody come in the house and I'm just like, who the fuck is this guy? And everybody in the house seems to know who they are. They're having the greatest conversation ever. I'm just like, I know I ain't never seen this motherfucker here before. But yeah, so
big table in my seat.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even care about that because everybody in the family so scattered now. I'm just like, man, we used to have a ranking system. Like, my grandma was sitting by the front door. Like, and I guess she volunteered to sit by the front door, and she cracked some solid ass jokes about my mom. Like, that was just so low key. Cause she was just like, yeah, I'm staying in here cause your mom your mom just keeps telling me to get out her way and move me. I'm just like, Grandma, she's just trying to give you a break. She's giving you some time off. And she's like, nah, she just giving me a hard time and I'm about to kick her out. And I'm just like, whoa, I ain't never heard my grandma say no sly shit like that. And she meant that shit. I was just like, hey, I don't know what my mama been doing over here, but my grandma is like, hey, you about 5 minutes and have to get the fuck out of my house. But yeah, man, we ain't got no ranking system no more. Like, it was just, she sitting there. I saw some random, like, 3-year-old kid at the big table. I'm like, hold on, bro. Hey, man, you a long way away from being at the big table.
Yeah.
You got to put in your time in the minor leagues, bro. You see that fold-out table that's slanted a little bit by the cooler? That's your rightful place right now at this moment in time.
Who your little ass over there?
And then in those moments of me thinking that, because I didn't say it, because I'm just like, look, I ain't had the energy to say it, but I realized, am I turning into my Uncle Junior? Like, am I him now? Like, I'm not as vocal as him, but like, I'm thinking all the thoughts, and I'm just like, I know this ain't even me thinking this. This is Uncle Junior looking at me going, nigga, you know better. You know this ain't tolerated here. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna talk bad about that kids table this year, because like, I miss that kids table now. Like, today I was really just thinking, man, I'd give anything to have to sit at that fucking kids table and bring all these old folks some soda that they don't need. Because that's another part about being at the kids table, because they had the big table, the cooler by you. When somebody needs something to drink, somebody goes, hey, can you get... And I'm like, yo, that's why y'all stuck us here, right? Because we basically are y'all indentured servants right now. Like...
I do want to make a correction. You have to get paid to be indentured, sir.
You're right. You're right. So we are slaves right now.
There you go.
Master got me working. Awesome.
Like, yeah, I'm sure this diet soda will make all that shit you eating okay. It'll be all right. You good.
I love the Ruben level hate in your voice when you say that.
Hey, man. I appreciate it.
But yeah, that's what's on my mind, man. 'Tis the season. Thanksgiving, baby.
Thank you. All right. So, I'd like to start this off by saying I love my family. I do. I love them to death. But we cold-blooded as a motherfucker, man. So, on my mom's side of the family, one of my cousins had a birthday yesterday. They've been planning this shit for like a month and a half. Surprise birthday party. Whatever. And like, apparently, he's one of those dudes that you just can't get got. Well, playing it all, whatever. His own brother had to lie to him all day. He thought he was going to Maryland for some crabs. Nope. They took him down the street from where he lives at. Here's a cold bullet shit, right? So he walks in, surprise, and of course, when you know you got, what do? You turn around and walk the fuck out. That's what he did. He turned around and walked the fuck out. It's like, they got me. Came back in, y'all got me. Didn't expect it. Whatever. You know, he talked for a little bit, thanked everybody. Yo, man, y'all thought I was cold-blooded? Nah, man. His brothers and sisters are real cold-blooded. Because, you know, it was a party, so you gotta have food, right? How about they called this dude, I guess it was yesterday, his sister called him, yo, I need you to cook some wings for a party. On the grill, you know, whatever. The man cooked like 4 or 5 things of wings, man. And my family's gonna get on me, but I don't give 4 or 5 things of, like, I mean, barbecue wings, like teriyaki wings. He baked some shits. Like, he did it all. He got up at 6:30 in the morning on his birthday and cooked all these wings. He didn't know he was cooking it for his own damn party. I was like, that's some cold-blooded shit, Shaft.
That shit is foul. That is some foul shit.
I was like, because they were telling stories like, yeah, he didn't even know he cooked his own food. I was like, that's foul.
Man, I'd
That is-
packed my chicken up and took it home. I'd be like, I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas gonna have to get y'all own food for this party.
Bro! This shit was good too. Don't get it twisted. But I was like, wow. I made that motherfucker cook his own food for his own party. How are y'all sleeping? And then I realized, man, yo, man, clearly a lot of that cold-blooded shit that I have is in my family. I get it from my family. Because that might be some of the most cold-blooded shit I've ever heard of. Because, look, man.
He's a saint, man, because as soon as I saw that was my chicken I cooked there,
Oh, no. He didn't
all
have to see it.
the F-bombs
him.
would have been a-flowing.
They
The
told him, it was like,
F-bombs would have been F you. Put my goddamn chicken wing there. Ain't none of y'all getting chicken.
he is a child of God. But if he'd have dropped some F-bombs, I wouldn't have been mad at him. I was like, because they told his face, hey, he didn't even know he was cooking his own food today. I was like, oh, that's some cold-blooded shit, bro. That's some cold-blooded shit. The man got up at 6:30 on his goddamn birthday, cooked some shit for his sister because she asked him, and it's his own food for his own damn party. I was, bruh, at that point in time, I realized that my family is capable of shit that I didn't even think of. Like, I'm wasting
That's some
talent.
good times, like JJ and Thelma, like beef right there. Like
Yo.
Actually, that's kind of like Wanda's rent party. Remember that? When Wanda was eating dog food and everybody thought she actually brought dog food to the rent party, which the rent party was for her.
Bruh.
So everybody was tripping about what Wanda was eating. She had to finally say and said, look, y'all, I know y'all know this is not dog food. And I appreciate y'all, but this is not dog food.
Yeah, why would I give y'all dog food? And y'all
Exactly.
Bruh.
That is cold-blooded, though.
I mean, I just realized that I'm clearly not using enough of my talent. Like, because I'm a good hater. Don't get it twisted. But
see, that's not hate though. That
It's
was
next
hateful.
level.
That was hateful.
that was next level shit. Like, I don't even know if I have it in my heart to do that, but apparently it is.
I mean, that man got up extra early on his birthday to cook some chicken for his sister, like out of favor. Like, oh, all right, I got you. I know it's my birthday, but I got you, sis. You get to the party and it's like, hey, thanks for cooking the chicken. Oh, hold on, what?
Bruh.
No. Pack it up. Aluminum foil. I need all this chicken back in my crib right now. Now I got food for the next week.
But the real question, Mo, is would you snatch it out of somebody's mouth?
Man, I'd smack it out of somebody's hand. Like straight disrespect. Straight disrespect.
We hadn't eaten yet. So,
and that's the even worse. Y'all hadn't even eaten. Hey, man, look, none of y'all touched that chicken. No, sir. That chicken would have came home with your boy.
that's when I learned yesterday that my family is special. For real. Like, for real. Like, that's all I could think about the whole night, man. I was like, they made him cook his own damn food for his own damn party that he didn't know about. Like, that is, like, I mean, I probably would have been whatever about it, but bruh, don't think that I might forgive that shit, but I ain't never motherfucking gonna forget. Cause whoa, on his goddamn birthday, he cooking food for you, and then his food over there in the corner chilling. And then it was like, yeah, he didn't know he was cooking his own food for his birthday party.
And not only that, he thought he was going to get some crabs too. So,
bruh, like,
so I'm prepared to eat some crabs, and now I gotta eat the chicken wings that I made. No.
Once again, man.
First of all, somebody still owe me some crab.
Well, they're probably taking it. Like, that's his brother, man. I'm pretty sure that shit's gonna happen. But like, you know the how much of trust I don't have for certain members of my family after this. Like, really, bro? Like, I ain't saying this breaks up families. I'm just saying, side eye, motherfucker.
Hold on. I do have a question. You might not have the answer to it. Did they at least supply him the chicken to cook, or did he buy his own chicken to cook?
My hope is they at least supplied him the chicken. But
okay, hey man,
I don't have an answer.
I don't know why that is bothering me now too. It's like,
because he had to spend money on his own fucking party.
Yeah, man. Like,
nah, that would bother the shit out of me. Like, I would be pissed. Like, if I went out and bought it, I would be heated, bruh. Like, man, I felt for him.
Your brother should have just looked at everybody at that party and be like, "Hey, I just want y'all to know."
No, my cousin.
Yeah, cause y'all ain't never gonna be safe.
Yes.
Just know, at some point in time, there will be some retribution for this.
Bro.
Might not be tomorrow, might not be next week, but trust me, y'all gonna get y'all.
So once again, that's why I say I love my family, bro. I truly love my family. Damn. Like, damn. That's all I can say, bro. Because apparently, like, I didn't know. And they said it, like, in front of everybody. He didn't know he was cooking his own food for the day. What? Bruh, I had the side eye. I don't think anybody else had that shit, but I was like...
He should have manually wrote a bill. This is my catering fee.
I was like, this is fucked up chip shaft. Like, and mom was sitting beside me, and I really wanted to say that to her, but I couldn't even say that to her. I was just like, Mom, that's messed up. And she ain't say nothing. I was like, that's yo, bro. I mean, but hey, he was surprised in more ways than one. But this is the first and the last time they probably will surprise his ass. Because he, man, every time they ask him to cook something, man, he gonna be like, just for my party? I just need to know. Because if it was for me, I'm gonna cook it extra great. But yo, man, I was just like, bruh, my family's cold, man. My family's cold. I love them. But they cold, man. And now I understand. Like, I understand where the quickness comes from. I understand where a lot of things that I didn't understand before, I understand now. Cold-blooded killers, bro. Cold-blooded killers. Like, bro. Like, oh my God. I'm telling you, like, and I was there for a couple hours, man. That's all I could think about. Like, I was having a good time with it. Bro, they made him cook some goddamn food for his own party. That's foul. That's so foul. Who could think that was a good idea?
Somebody that don't like you,
Bruh.
that's related to you, somebody in your family that you got some internal beef with. That is internal beef.
And I'm gonna hear about this shit later because some of them do listen to the podcast, and that's okay. But I'm just letting motherfuckers know, like, that shit was foul. That shit was foul. Right. So, and to answer your question, Moby, I hope they brought him the chicken. Because if he had to go out and buy the shit and whoa! But that's what's on my mind today. I got a family, I got a bunch of cold-blooded killers, man. And, my family, I got them. And I love them to death. But, cold-blooded, man, cold-blooded. Good thing is I don't be cooking for people like that, so they ain't never going to ask me to cook some shit like that for my party. If I ever have one. Never, but whatever. So, with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to this episode of 5 Minute Warning. Also, I'd like to thank JTD Creations, once again, sponsor of our show. Please check them out on Facebook. They do hats, t-shirts, hoodies, whatever you want to be printed, they got you. Hit them up. Does good work. They did these shirts we got on right now. So we appreciate them for that. And of course, as always, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. We are here every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. on the West Coast, if that's how you do. Obviously, you can check us out on my Facebook, check us out on YouTube, check us out on Twitch, check us on the website as well. If you miss us, please like and subscribe so that way you know when new shit is up. Like thank Moby, like thank AG, like thank those who listen to us live and those who listen to us on the podcast. Until then, we'll be back next Sunday to do this all over again. Peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.
Do rich men get with women who are not wealthy? I hate to say broke, but women
You can
don't.
say broke. You hate to say broke because women don't self-identify as broke.
That's not what it is.
Because he can't take you where you can't afford to take yourself.
Broke is a mentality to me, and that's why. I
All
don't
right,
say
your
it.
mentality and your bank account is broke.
Okay,
Broke is a
but
both.
what I'm saying
Broke is a both.
Yeah, come on. Broke is a mentality. She's trying to play word game. Women do not self-identify as broke. They could be got in the club free, 3 dudes and bought them a drink. They roll with their homegirl and they live with their auntie and still won't identify themselves as broke.
He didn't win the election. He wasn't shot. He's not 6'4". He's not 220. He's not the healthiest president in U.S. history. Gas is not under $2. Groceries are not cheaper. Housing is not more affordable. He did not make America energy dependent. Mexico did not pay for a damn thing. He did not bring back American manufacturing. He did not save farmers. He did not protect Social Security. He did not lower the deficit. He is in the Epstein files. He is panicking over it. American people are not going to forget about it. He is a convicted felon. He is a convicted sexual abuser. He was a close friend of Epstein. He has been to that island. He is not a martyr. He is not a prophet. He is not a strong man, and he is not a hero. He is a bloated, incontinent, incompetent, felonious rapist who, if he is breathing, he is lying.
Fuck him, feed him, leave him alone. Ladies, if your husband is anything like mine and he works 6 days a week, 10 to 15-hour days, that means the days he's off. So, for instance, Saturday afternoon, night, my husband is usually home with me, and he normally only has a full day Sunday off. So do you know what I do Saturdays and Sundays? Whatever the fuck he wants to do. You want to go up north and go hunting, and I have to stay here with the bird, the dog, and the kids? Bye. You want to go to a hockey game with your buddy? Bye. You want to go to a snowmobile fucking show tonight, and you want me to come? Bet I'm going to shower and get a cute outfit on and go with you. Just because the things he loves doesn't normally interest me, I'm still going to go because I love seeing him happy and have fun. And if you cannot relate, then you are the problem. This man doesn't get to do fuck all. Most of these men don't, especially blue collar workers, because they're at work and you can't even give them a day that's about them. Sundays, you want to go get your back done? I'm coming. You want to go out to lunch? Let's go. Whatever he wants. If he wants me with him, if he doesn't want me with him, I follow his lead. And normally, luckily for me, yeah, he wants to be with me. I'm his wife. So I go with him and I do the things he wants to do because during the week, I do the things I want to do. Stop being a selfish fucking brat.
In a few months, he creates a revolutionary type of microprocessor.
Go on. Then what?
In 3 years, Cyberdyne will become the largest supplier of military computer systems. All stealth bombers are upgraded with Cyberdyne computers, becoming fully unmanned. Afterwards, they fly with a perfect operational record. The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online on August 4th, 1997. Human decisions are removed from strategic defense. Skynet begins to learn at a geometric rate. It becomes self-aware at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Time, August 29th.
You are engaging in the racism. This is the perfect example of people not understanding that racism, institutional, systemic racism, thrives in passivity, thrives in excuse making. If you are not actively trying to unpack that, you are still engaging in the racism and the bigotry. Whether you are hateful or not, hatefulness is not a requirement to still be benefiting from or engaging in racism and bigotry. That's just not how it works. You do not have to be out in the streets screaming the N-word in order to be racist. What people say about Lamar is racist. What Sydney Sweeney is doing is racist. And Taylor Swift's silence on a racist, bigoted regime using her music is racist. You are the billionaire famous person in this situation, and you have the power to disrupt the system. And when you don't, that passivity makes you compliant. Because there is no middle road. It is an active thing. Racism and bigotry are active, so being anti them has to be active. Passivity means nothing. When I spoke last week about how some NFL broadcasters and media speak about Lamar Jackson still, the way they speak about him as somebody who's continuing to become a good pocket passer despite the fact that he has always been one, the pushback is always something to the effect of, yeah, of course he's experienced racism, but that's not what's going on here. That's not what's going on here. They're just saying he's improved as a pocket passer. That's actually not what they're saying. They are perpetuating the narrative that began when he was being scouted in college. That was racist. It is a continuation. It is not separate from it. And that same concept is playing itself out elsewhere in two major stories this week. The Sydney Sweeney Jeans interview and the differences between how Taylor Swift handled Trump using her music and Olivia Rodrigo handled Trump using her music. When someone in an interview says, hey, you have an opportunity to make it clear you're not a white supremacist, and your response is, I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear that passive-aggressive attempt at passivity is the thing. If you are sickened and horrified by what the Trump administration is and has been doing, you respond to them using your music in some sort of promotional video this way, and you make sure they stop using your song. You can make excuse after excuse for Taylor Swift, but she's been passive. She is passively accepting that her music was used in a Trump promotional video, and thus it is an endorsement, because there is no such thing as being passively anti-racist, passively anti-bigoted. If you're covering football and you haven't reckoned with the racism and bigotry around Lamar Jackson, not only the scouting of Lamar Jackson in the NFL, but the drafting process around him, and then the 7 years of conversation regarding his talent, regardless of the fact that he's won MVPs. That does not matter, right? Lots of black successful people are still experiencing outright macro-aggressive racism, let alone microaggressions and dog whistles. If you are passive on that topic, if you are not actively naming it and reckoning with it, you are engaging in the racism. This is the perfect example of people not understanding that racism, institutional, systemic racism, thrives in passivity, thrives in excuse making. If you are not actively trying to unpack that, you are still engaging in the racism and the bigotry. Whether you are hateful or not, hatefulness is not a requirement to still be benefiting from or engaging in racism and bigotry. That's just not how it works. You do not have to be out in the streets screaming the N-word in order to be racist. What people say about Lamar is racist. What Sydney Sweeney is doing is racist. And Taylor Swift's silence on a racist, bigoted regime using her music is racist. You are the billionaire famous person in this situation, and you have the power to disrupt the system. And when you don't, that passivity makes you compliant. Because there is no middle road. It is an active thing. Racism and bigotry are active, so being anti them has to be active. Passivity means nothing. When I spoke last week about how some NFL broadcasters and